Okay, I'm going to do this with you guys so you see what's happening, okay? Google has a kind of a new, and I don't know if it's ready for you guys to use as a document signing tool, but maybe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you could do this, and we're going to see what happens whether I'm going to pretend I'm the agent, I've got two clients I'm going to send a form to or something, okay? So I'm just going to grab a document. No. I'm going to go to the templates. I'm going to go to templates. I'm just going to find something I just can insert and then have somebody sign. So let's do this. Project kickoff. Okay, insert. So this is from the templates. I'm going to call this project kickoff signing. Of course, you would be using your documents. Signing. Oh my goodness, the pressure of typing and talking. Signing. Okay, perfect. And it's just going to my drive. Perfect. So pretend I did all this, and then I want, well, actually, this is two signatures. Let's just say I want two signatures at the bottom. Okay. So this is what you can do. Insert e-signature fields. So here we're going to have two signers. I'm going to go signer 1. Perfect. Come on, manage signers. Signer 1 is Betty Rubble. Okay, Betty Rubble. Save. And I'm going to add another signer, and it will be Barney Rubble. Okay. Can you change the colors? Oh, you can't. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So I'm under Betty, and I'm going to have her initial or signature there, and I'm going to put the initial. Now, I don't know how easy this is to move. Oh, okay. We'll put the initial near marketing access and the signature there, and we'll put her name. That's the name. We'll put that down here, the name, and we'll say, I don't know, input something here. Okay, so if I go text field, that would give them a text field. And then the date signed. Okay, so that's on Betty. Now I'm going to do the same thing on Barney. Okay, so I want his signature. And again, I don't know how easy this is. I'm going to go try and put my cursor. Well, it's not very good here. We want the signature here. Okay, and we want the person's name here. Perfect. The text is also, if we want them to write different things. Hold on, I'm going to go back. And I'm going to put text field, and then I'm going to put the date signed. Okay. Oh, I forgot the initial, and we had an initial. So I put my cursor where I want it, and I put the initial. Again, we're learning together, guys. I don't know how great this is going to be. We'll see. So this is just for testing purposes. Okay. So great. Well, how do we send this? So we've added all that. We put the people in there. Everything's good. Now my question is, oh, did you see this? Signatures can only be made in documents with one tab. Okay. So let's get rid of the other tab. Tabs are over to the left. I'm just going to delete it. That kind of makes sense. You don't want tabs. If you don't know what tabs are, it doesn't really matter at this point in time. How can I delete the tab? Sorry, I'm talking and trying. There we go. Okay, so remove the tab. Tabs are kind of cool. They're like a table of contents. Okay, so this is the table of contents on the left-hand side rather than putting it into the document. Now I can request e-signatures. So this is where I would put their emails in here. I have two dummy accounts I'm going to show you in a minute. This is Betty. No, it's Betty Darcy Test at gmail.com, and then it's Barney Darcy Test at gmail.com, and then you would put in here, please sign off. Oh my goodness, sign off on the designated spots and read thoroughly or something. You know what I mean? Thoroughly. Okay, perfect. So we're going to request the signature. There it goes. Now, I'm going to show you what's going to happen, because by default, they do not have rights to this document. So we're going to look at this first and see how it works. I own the document. This is going to give them rights to this. So I'm going to say share anyhow, but I want you to see how maybe that's not good. I don't think this is going to work. I might have to change the share rights, but let's look at this first. You go up to the top right, and Google has great sharing because you do not want default sharing where anybody can access anything. Right now, I'm the only one that has access to this, and in my team, anyone can view it. That's anyone that has something at agenttechmastery.com. So I'm going to come back to this, but right now, I opened up, let's just go back here. I opened up to, why haven't I got it yet? Let me refresh this. Nope, I haven't got the email quite yet, so we're gonna wait. Okay, let me just pause the video. Okay, I'm not sure why that didn't work. I'm just gonna request this again. I re-input their names. Again, this is new, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna hit request signature. Cannot share with Betty because they do not have a Google. Betty, Darcy. Oh, I didn't. Nice, that was my problem. Oh, it doesn't keep the people's info in here. Okay, I don't like that. I mistyped. Betty Darcy Test at gmail.com and Barney Darcy Test. That also makes me think that maybe this only works if they're Google users. I don't love that. Okay. Let me just go back and look up Betty's email address. Betty Darcy Test. Yes, Betty Darcy Test. I spelled it right. Okay, and then put whatever. I'm not going to do this. Blah, blah. Okay, let's try this again. This may not work if they're Yahoos or anything. Yeah, they're Yahoos. Yahoo or Outlook or something. We'll see. We'll have to test that another time. Okay, so it should have sent that. Now again, remember this is new technology. I'm just looking on my computer on the other side to see, and it's still not working. Wow, this is a bad example. Just a sec. Okay, I just added a Yahoo user. I just call him Yahoo Brad, which pretend that's his name, and I just added a signature here, and I'm just redoing this. So we're going to do Betty Darcy Test at gmail.com. Yep, there's Betty. We're going to do Barney Darcy Test at gmail.com, and then we're going to put a Yahoo email because I want to see how it's handled, okay? And it's at yahoo.com. Oh, that's not right. Let me just test this for you guys. Whoa. That is yahoo.com. Okay. And then again, we'll just put something here and something here, whatever, and request signatures. Okay. Okay, it's saying that's fine. Barney, Darcy, and 2 more people are outside who on the other end of this organization encourages caution when sharing externally. We're going to say share anyhow and see what happens. And perfect, and click OK. So in theory, they should be getting an email, and I'll come back once we get that. Okay, I'm back. So we're going to look at Betty's first. And so basically she'll get this e-signature request for whatever, blah, blah, blah. I put all that blah, blah, blah stuff. This is the text. And I'm just going to open this in a incognito or private window to see if they have, so they're a Google user, so they have to log on, which is interesting. I don't like this, so this is not going to work for us quite yet, because you shouldn't have to be a Google user in order to do this. So let me go back here, and I'm going to log on now with the Yahoo user. Okay, that is, what did I do? It was Brad Pitt, yeah. Okay, we're just going to log on as that dummy. I've got so many dummy accounts to show you guys stuff. All right, so let's go see what happens. I'm just going to say remind me later. We'll go to mail. And, oh, okay, we don't want that. Whatever. Stop. Okay, whatever. They changed something. I don't care. Okay, we're going to go here, and we're going to open. Okay. Okay, so I see what's going to happen. It'll verify. This might be frustrating for everybody because now it's going to go to his account. This is very interesting. I don't know if I love this quite yet. So Brad is going to have to get the code and then put it in here. and then he'll be able to open up the document, which is very interesting. So here's his document. He was, if you remember, he just had one spot to sign. So I'm just going to call it Brad Pitt. We'll just say Yahoo so we remember. BP and adopt the signature. Perfect. So then he signed here. Okay. And then it's marked complete. Now, in theory, I, as the creator of the document, should get a notification. Let me just go over to my email and see. Just a second. Yep, I got an email that said Brad has completed the signature. So there we go. And then now let's go back to... I'm going to delete that. That was Brad. Okay, so this is Betty. Let's try this again. We're going to open this up. So, oh, it recognizes it's me. This is the problem when I'm using the same computer. So I'm going to do it a different way in a new tab. Hopefully it doesn't recognize me. It's still recognizing me. Yeah. Just a second here. I will do it in private window. So now it recognizes that Betty is a user, so we're going to go Betty Darcy test@gmail.com. Okay, and then the password, of course. Now, in a real case, Betty's logged in, so it's not going to be. It's just that I'm using the same computer and it's remembering that. So just a second, I'm going to have to go through the whole two-step crap. Okay, so let's just continue on. So now we got Betty, and if Betty scrolls down, she'll see Brad. And then she'll see she has to sign it. So we're going to do Betty Rubble, BR. And this is new, so it's going to get better and better. This was text, and this was Betty's name and Betty's initial. And oh, I mocked that up. You guys probably were watching and saw that I did the two text fields under Barney, darn it. Okay, so I mark as complete. Do I? Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, Betty's. I'll just put Betty's text field. Betty's text field. Okay, and then I'll mark complete. Yes, I've read. That's all great. Agree. Okay, so now I'm going to log in as who? I'm going to log in as Barney, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm logged in now as Barney, and you'll see you got to do the name, Barney. And of course, you're going to want to test this on how's it look on mobile if you ever adopt this, but I don't know. We'll see. It'll only get better and better. Barney Rubble, Brad Pitt, looks good. So we know that we want to space the things out a little bit more. He missed an initial, Betty and Barney. And then this is Barney's, I see, Barney field, Barney text field. Okay. So now once I'm done, in theory, now all three people have signed and done what they needed to do. So I am now, okay, so this is interesting. So there's a whole bunch because I didn't realize that that actually works, so ignore all this. But they got notification that Brad signed it, that Betty signed it, that they signed it. Okay, so now if we open this up, this should be the whole signed document that everybody will see with all the, yeah, perfect. Now, the only one I would like to know about now is, am I going to get confirmation with the IP address and all that stuff we need in order to actually use this? Okay, so I haven't got anything yet. You'd think I would, right? Nope. I just have that he completed it. Hold on, I'm going to pause. Okay, so this is the last email I got. So let's just see if I open this up, if there's some kind of IP. This is me. E-signature. I'm just seeing if there's a way. Huh. I don't see that there's a way to find out, like the IP address. How do you, oh, here we are. Yay, guys. Okay, audit trail at the bottom. The user didn't get it. We got it. So when they signed it, perfect. Now, again, is this good enough for your industry? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. You'd have to check maybe with Google and a lawyer. But that's pretty cool, right? Pretty amazing that eventually we'll be able to not have to pay for DocuSign or dot loop or whatever. And again, it's playing around and putting the fields in the right, just like you had to do when you first started using other document signing services. But it's fairly cool. You might think of other ways to use this other